So thank you to everyone that reached out. For those of you who watched my first video about my surgery clearance process. So good news. I got a call earlier from, I got a call earlier from my surgeon's office that my insurance already got back to them with approval for my surgery. It literally has been 8 days since we submitted for approval. Well, since they submitted for approval, and we already have approval. So she was like, hey, I'm calling to schedule you for surgery. And I was like, what? I wasn't even expecting to hear anything until like the end of February. So she basically said my surgeon does surgery on Mondays and Wednesdays, and she asked like when I was looking to have surgery done. So I mean, of course I was like, oh, I don't want to have it done like next week. I still need time to like, I had to tell work and stuff like that. So long story short, surgery is March 4th. I'm very excited. That's in like 27 days, but that gives me plenty of time to like get work situated and like schedules and stuff like that. So I'm super excited now because like it's officially happening. Not that it wasn't happening before, but you know. So I was like maybe like slightly a little tiny bit nervous that the insurance would like require something additional or would deny me for some reason or make me do follow-up to something. But again, that was like, I don't know, maybe like 2%. So, because I followed everything that they laid out to the T. So anyway, exciting news. I am very excited. I kind of told some people at work, but I didn't really like blast it out there because one, I wanted to wait until I was like for sure approved and until I had an actual surgery date so I could just say like, I have no idea what the surgeon's schedule was up to this point. Like, I could be approved for surgery, but maybe he's busy for the next like 3 months. Like, I have no idea. So anyway, the good news is I got a surgery date. So now I have a pre-op appointment on Thursday, February 21st, and that is when we'll be able to go over like any questions that I have about surgery, and then my doctor will tell me like exactly what I need to do for like the exact diet. I don't remember what the rules were. I think it's like 1,000 calorie diet, 2 weeks pre-op. I could be wrong. I don't know. This is just what I've like heard or what I can remember. And then I feel like you have to go on a liquid diet. I don't know. Anyway, I'll let you guys know. So that appointment is the 21st of February. Immediately after that appointment, like while I'm still in the same building, I have to attend the nutrition class that I quickly talked about in my last video, which is an out-of-pocket expense, not a huge deal, whatever. It's $200, and I understand that. I mean, it is a lot of money, but whatever. So I don't know what happens during the nutrition class. I'm gonna guess it's a nutrition class, so I would assume they would go over pre and post-op nutrition. There will be some like, there will be basically like guidelines that I have to follow after surgery as far as you have to drink a certain amount of water per day and stuff like to keep your system like from just freaking out on you. So it'll basically be more, I'm expecting more of a, not necessarily like a physical recovery, like I think I'll be okay. It's a laparoscopic procedure, so like physically I think I'll be okay to be able to move around and stuff, but it'll be more so like adjusting to eating and getting on a schedule and like I know my best friend had the surgery done 2 years ago, and her biggest struggle was like you have to take in, I think it was like 64 ounces of liquid immediately after surgery, like when you wake up, and that's extremely hard because your stomach is cut essentially, so like everything hurts, and you're not allowed to drink fast, and you can't gulp, and so you have to like sip, like a medicine cup, which is not a lot, and you have to get like 64 ounces in. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that stuff. I'll deal with it when the time comes. They're just things that I'm like thinking about now. But I'm super excited because I have a surgery date. So that's it now. So I'll go to my pre-op appointment, and then I don't know, maybe I'll have something to update after that. But they said that the surgeon's administrative assistant will call me. My surgery is March 4th is a Monday, so they'll call me that Friday and tell me what time to be at the hospital on Monday. So like 27 countdown, T-minus 27 days to surgery. I guess I don't really care about like sharing my current weight and stuff now. I didn't do that in the last video because I didn't really think to, but I guess this will be pretty cool to look back at like after I've lost some weight, and I don't know, maybe in 6 months to see where I'm at then. So today is Tuesday, February 5th. My birthday's in 5 days, by the way, which I'm kind of excited about. So Tuesday, sorry, the sun is ridiculous and I forgot my sunglasses again at home. Today's Tuesday, February 5th, 2019. As it stands, I think as of this morning, my current weight is 279 pounds. I think my BMI is like 44 or 45, and I'm 5'8"-ish, I think. So I'm excited to see what happens after surgery. I don't really have a goal as far as pounds. Like, there are certain, I don't even really have like milestones, I guess. Like, I guess I'll celebrate, you know, maybe after 30 pounds lost. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so I don't really have like a goal weight right now. I just want to see how I feel after I start losing weight, like rapidly. I would definitely like to see myself under 200 pounds, but I mean, I am still fairly tall, so I don't know. I'm just not really putting like a number on it because I don't want to like obsess over hitting a certain number. I just want to see the weight coming off and like just see how I feel during that. So anyway, that's about it. I'm excited. Thank you to those who took the time out to watch my last video. I know it was a little long, but I appreciate it. And I don't know, it's kind of good to like, I just feel better talking about, just kind of being like open about it. I don't really feel the need to hide it. If you know me in real life, then you know that I'm obese. Like, it's not a secret. So I'm excited. I'm just more excited to kind of document this. Like, I've taken some pictures and stuff of like outfits that I wear that I would never post myself in because I look huge in them. But I more so took them just as kind of like before and afters, because I've seen, so I follow like some accounts on social media and stuff where they kind of share the same, like, you know, when you're bigger, like, you know that you only like to take pictures when you feel like it, and if you think you look good in the picture. Like, I would never just post this video like with this, like, because I'm like, ew, I'm just staring at my double chin the whole entire time. Like, I'm not actually listening to what I'm saying. But like, it's not that I don't care, but like, this is me. If you see me on a normal day, this is what I look like. Like, it's not, I'm not wearing makeup and like my hair, I washed my hair this morning. Oh great, like, this is my natural hair. Like, this is what I look like. So I don't know, I guess it's just like, it is what it is at this point. It's not, it's not a secret. Like, so anyway, but yeah, I'm more excited to kind of just see the difference, like, as the progression happens and as I lose weight. And you always think to yourself, like, oh, you know, I've seen funny things on like the internet where it says like, when you look back and you see pictures and at that time in your life you thought you were so big and you were so fat, and like, you wish you were that fat now that you were back then because you weren't actually fat back then, like, you know. Anyway, so I've seen like a lot of, back to my original thing, I've seen a lot of just like before and after pictures where it's usually like the same before picture, or maybe it's like 3 or 4 pictures that they rotate through, because when you're at a certain point where you don't like the way you look, or you're just not comfortable with yourself, like, you don't want to see yourself in pictures, so you don't take a lot of pictures. Like, I don't post, if I post a selfie or whatever, it's like because the angle is right, and like my face looks thin, or I have makeup on, like, so I've taken some definitely not unflattering on purpose pictures, but just like real pictures. Like, oh, I got dressed in the morning for work and I just happened to look in the mirror and I was like, I look extremely large today. Like, I'm just gonna take a picture because in 50 pounds, like, you know, and minus 50 pounds, like, I want to look at it. I'm sure I'll notice a difference, but like, I want to see like the difference. So when I get to that point, I'm sure I'll post before and afters, and as I start feeling more comfortable, like, I'm sure I'll get to that point. But like, if I post a before picture now, like, I don't know, it's kind of pointless. I don't have anything to compare it to yet. So anyway, those are my starting stats. They say that if you follow this program and you see it through and you stick to, you know, the guidelines and what your surgeon lays out for you, I could lose 100 pounds in a few months. So we'll see. And then I do want to get more active. I'll start going to the gym, and I'm terrified of, like, not terrified, semi-terrified of like saggy skin. And I'm like, my justification now is like, well, I'm fat, so nothing's sagging because it's just all filled with fat. So when I start losing fat, and I'm still young, so hopefully my skin will bounce back a little bit, but I mean, it's to be expected. I'll deal with having some saggy skin versus having an extra 100 pounds. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will update maybe after my pre-op appointment, which is in